Video game music can be very varied, and there's probably something for everyone out there. There are games with a full-blown orchestral soundtrack, various types of metal, cheesy, happy, fluffy stuff, emotional and ambient music. This list focuses on the down-tempo and chill-out music, and my favorites in that genre. There are a couple of rules to this list, and those are that there can only be one track per franchise, it has to be down-tempo and relaxed, and obviously it can only be music that I've heard. Duh! I'm FX's, and I hope you enjoyed this top 10 chill-out video game songs list. Number 10, Plane of Time, EverQuest. EverQuest was released in 1999 for the PC by Sony and is more or less the mother of all MMORPGs. Considered by today's standards to be very outdated, but it's still going strong, and in October last year released its 20th expansion pack. These expansions hold some mighty fine music. The music sounds a bit futuristic, given the time theme of the zone, and usually EverQuest is set in this Tolkien-ish fantasy world, so this piece of music stands out in this universe. It is driven by a kick drum and hard-hitting percussions, accompanied by an array of strings and other orchestral instruments. I like it because of how different it sounds to the other musical pieces, and I'm very fond of the beat. Number 9, Peace in the Kingdom, Cameo Elements of Power. The game was released for the Xbox 360 and one of Rare's first games for Microsoft. Rare had originally worked for Nintendo and had previously released massive titles such as Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and Donkey Kong Country. Pretty well known, they probably need no further introduction. This was a platform adventure game set in a fantasy world full with magic and strange creatures. An official soundtrack was released for the game, but sometime later Rare posted some tracks on their website that weren't included on the soundtrack, one of those being this fantastic piece of music, called Peace in the Kingdom. It's driven by a haunting female voice and some epic piano sounds. As the title alludes, a very peaceful track. Number 8, Staff and Credits, Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 was released for the PlayStation in 1999, a very well-known survival horror game series which has spawned a couple of movies and some unsatisfying sequels. The series is not exactly known for its music, but there are a few gems in the games, and one of them I believe is this one. It's a bit corny and cheesy, but it gives a feeling of relief, and I'm always a sucker for the piano. The acoustic guitar also gives the track a nice and warm feeling. This is very different from the often eerie and atmospheric music you find in the series soundtracks. Number 7, Auto City, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is probably many Star Wars fans' favorite Star Wars game. It was developed by BioWare and released in 2003. An RPG set in the Star Wars universe, very much set about 4,000 years before the movies. This is another one of those games where the music most of the time went unnoticed, but there's one absolutely fantastic and lush theme, in my opinion, and that is this one, the theme for Auto City. It's peaceful, it's once again got the piano, and it just suits you immediately. I don't know about you, but I could live in this city forever, just play me this song every day. The strings and the piano in combination create a very soothing atmosphere. It's so dreamy and it's so hopeful. Number 6. Talon Overworld Theme 2 Metroid Prime. There's no question that Retro Studios did a fantastic job bringing Metroid to 3D, proven over and over again over the span of the 3 games of the Prime trilogy. The isolation and alien environments are accompanied by an electric, futuristic soundtrack with digital choirs, heavy beats, bleeps, robotic instruments, and ancient foreign sounds. The first theme to Talon Overworld is pretty forgettable, but once you progress deeper into the game, the music changes, and it had me just staying in the area for the sake of listening to the music. It's got that feeling of isolation and loneliness, and it just suits the area perfectly. After a while, it drops into a whistle-sounding epic melody that seals the deal for me. The theme for Torva's Bog was a strong contender for this list as well, but I thought this theme won by a small margin. Number 5. An End Once and For All, Mass Effect 3. Say what you want about the ending, but the song playing at the end of the game is touching and beautiful. Mass Effect Trilogy's conclusion gathered a storm of upset and angry fans, and critics as well, most feeling like everything that they had done during the course of the games were for nothing due to the nature of the ending. This piano piece stuck with me, however, and it was the sole reason I needed to get the soundtrack. It's incredibly moving and it fits perfectly with the imagery of the cinematic. Overall, not much of Mass Effect's soundtrack stuck with me, despite them being very good games. There are a few notable exceptions, like An End Once and For All. And did I mention I love the piano? Number 4. Dire Dire Docks Super Mario 64. I don't really think I need to say anything about this game, do I? So let's just cut to the music, shall we? This is a fan favorite from Super Mario 64. A very soothing and calm piece. The melodies linger and it sounds like you're in heaven. In fact, I love this one so much that I have even done my own remix of it, which you might have heard if you watch my Let's Play videos. And I'm not the only one who has done a remix of it, it's so popular. There are even a couple of piano covers of it, and you should listen to some of them if you can't get enough of this theme. It truly sounds like you're in an underwater utopia. Number 3. Fi's Gratitude, or is that Fi? I don't know. From The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It seems not a lot of people liked Skyward Sword. I loved it. I also think that music in this game is the best of the series. Finally, they used a fully orchestrated soundtrack and it sounds so wonderful. The music ranges from playful and cheery to dark and sad. Fi, or Fi, a character in the game, has her own theme that changes slightly from time to time. This one plays towards the end and it's so incredibly moving. I had to choose between this one and Fi or Fi's Goodbye, which features piano and a flute. I went with this one because this one sounds a little bit more powerful with the strings and it contrasts so well to the calm piano parts. This is one of the best themes that has ever been in a Zelda game. I hope they keep up the good quality music for the next games as well. Number 2. Room of Angel, Silent Hill 4 The Room. A game series that is very well known for its good music is Silent Hill. And not only are the games scary, but they've also got Akira Yamaoka, who is a creative genius, and his music for Silent Hill is inspired by trip-hop and rock, which seems to fit the games very well. Just listening to the soundtracks from Silent Hill 3 and 4 makes you wonder if this really is a soundtrack. Room of Angel is the only song with vocals on this list, and this is also a fan favorite as far as I know. The series have a couple of songs with vocals, and almost all of them are awesome. This one reeks of sadness and underlying anger. Are you surprised this one too has a prominent piano? Yeah, I thought so. I bet you know what number 1's main instrument is.
So sleep in your only memory of me, my dearest mother. Here's a lullaby to close your eyes. Goodbye. It was always you that I despised. I don't feel enough for you to cry. Oh well, here's a lullaby to close your eyes. Goodbye.
Number 1. Stickerbrush Symphony, Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. Nope, it's not a piano. Well, okay, it's got a little bit of piano. This one is a huge favorite in the gaming community. In fact, the entire Donkey Kong Country series has got fantastic music and has a big fan following. Stickerbrush Symphony is without a doubt the most popular, while others like Aquatic Ambience and Mighty Melancholy being very popular too. The songs have even got remakes and remixes in the newer Donkey Kong Country games. They're that good. Stickerbrush Symphony is one of the best chill-out songs I have ever heard, and I listen to a lot. The melodies are lush and the swelling bass is so relaxing. It's hard to believe that this was actually featured on a very hectic and tough level, given the relaxing nature of the song. But perhaps that's what was needed to not go crazy during the endless barrel puzzles. Stickerbrush Symphony goes down in history as some of the best music the industry has to offer. My name is Afexis, thank you for watching this top 10 video. Subscribe to my channel for more video game related videos.